What is up, alienARMy? I am Oculus, the alien next door, purveyor of esoteric lore. And on this channel, we discuss everything out of this world. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about it is never betwixt you and the other. It is always betwixt you and the all. This is just a little quote that I channeled. Don't remember when, but you know, it don't matter because time doesn't exist. So what are we talking about today? What exactly does that channeled quote mean as conveyed to me? So the explanation that I can give you, which is the simplest thing, is that no matter what's going on in your third dimensional experience, what's occurring is that you are not having relations with you and another human being. You are not having relations with you and another alien being. You are not having relations with you and another pet, another insect, another anything other than the all. So everything that you are encountering in your third dimensional experience is precisely just a mirror image of the all, and the all is mirroring back to you what you expect to see in the reflection. Let's say you are getting dressed and you want to see how a particular shirt looks on you. You're going to go into the mirror and then you're going to see how that shirt looks. So if you are expecting that shirt to look bad on you, what is the reflection going to show you? Versus if you expect that shirt to look amazing on you, what is the reflection going to show you? It's going to show you what you expect. And this is the same for any type of being, even sentient beings that you encounter in your third dimensional experience. Why is this? The other is always you. There's a quote that I've seen around sometimes. Don't know who it's by, don't know even exactly verbatim what the quote is, but it essentially says that the other person is you. We're taking that a step further, and now we're going to go into the other anything is you, even inanimate objects, because objects really aren't inanimate. Remember, they are vibrating at a frequency as well. Everything on the third dimensional plane is moving, it is vibrating. If we want to go into the concept of the Kabbalion, one of the 7 Hermetic principles does stipulate that nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. The pen that you're using to write shit down in your journal, that pen might seem like an inanimate object, a non-key player in your experience, but that pen is also an extension of you. Anything in your experience, being that is never betwixt, I love the word betwixt, is never between or betwixt you and the other, meaning you and the other. It can be a pen, it can be a car, it can be a pet, it can be a partner, it can be anything else. So for example, me, as I sit here chatting with you all fine folks, I am looking into a camera. The camera is an extension of me. It's not between me and the camera, it is between me and the all. So when I speak to the camera is an extension of me, which is being mirrored back to me by the all. This can be said about everything in your third dimensional experiences. This is especially true when we are looking at, let's say, Neville Goddard. He has this thing called everyone is you pushed out. So the thing is, everyone is you pushed out essentially is translating into it is never betwixt you and the other, it is always betwixt you and the all, because you are the all embodied in a human flesh suit. When we are looking at this concept that it's never between you and something else, it's always between you and the all is a mirror, that which is inside you being reflected in your outer environment, that's important to keep in mind, even when dealing with something as seemingly innocuous as an inanimate object. So for example, the pen can be your best friend or it can be your greatest enemy. Why is that? Now, we're not talking about a person here, okay? So we're gonna put that off to the side, okay? We're gonna look at inanimate objects, because inanimate objects are just as important as sentient beings in your kingdom, in your universe, because they are reflections of you. A concept of the pen is that a pen can be the bridge betwixt you and manifesting your goals. If you are someone who likes to write down your intentions, let's say you have a manifestation diary and you are journaling your experiences, and that helps you to create your experience, saying, I won $10 million yesterday when I played the lottery, and now I am wealthy. That is an example of the pen being your BFF. The pen is an extension of you. The pen is your friend in helping you create that which you wish to see in your physical realm environment. The pen, if we want to look at the opposite pole, another Hermetic principle, those of the seven, the Kabbalion, we can look at the pen as an enemy, quote unquote. If one inside is feeling rage and feeling upset and feeling off balance in their third dimensional experience, what's going to happen is that pen can become their enemy, because if someone is in the mentality where they are believing and thinking thoughts that everything goes wrong, nothing ever goes their way, let's say they do try to sit down and journal and write out their intentions for what they desire to see in their physical realm experience, what they desire to manifest into their physical realm experience, what's going to happen is that the pen, guess what? It's going to run out of ink, or it's going to keep slipping out of their hand, or the ink is just going to spill all over the place, or they're going to take their pen out of their pocket or handbag, and the ink is just going to explode all over the place. And then that is going to be a confirmation of the pen being their enemy, because they already have a preconceived notion going on within themselves that everything is their enemy. The pen doesn't matter. It's an inanimate object. Who gives a fuck about the pen, right? That's not me. I give a fuck about the pen. Yes, I do. But this individual, let's say Exhibit A, this person is just so not into it. They're just thinking, well, you know, my physical realm environment, blah, 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 and all of these derogatory statements that nothing ever works out for them. Guess what? It's never between them and the pen. It is always between them and the all. So the all is the pen. The all is going to reflect back to them that which they expect to get, to receive, to experience from the pen, which is more downtrodden energy that is going to come to them from their own doings. This is very important to remember, that everyone is you pushed out, but also everything is you pushed out, because even inanimate objects do have some semblance of a consciousness in one's third dimensional experience. Because remember, nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. If we want to even extend this to, let's say, a sentient being, we can also go to everyone is you pushed out with a pet. So if you expect your pet to be disobedient or be difficult to train, however which way you're training your pet, then guess what's going to happen? You might not think that your pet has the sentient consciousness the same as someone else in a human suit, but they are still an extension of you that is being mirrored back to you by the all. So when one goes into it, and let's say they have great relationships with all of the people in their environment, but then they adopt a pet and they want to keep a pet around, but then things start going haywire when they have their pet in their experience. It could be that this individual knows that everyone is them pushed out, but they have not brought that knowing down into, well, everything is them pushed out, including every sentient being, whether it is in human form or in the form of an animal. When I'm saying that it is never betwixt you and the other, it is always betwixt you and the all, what that means is that everything that you see around you, that you're experiencing around you in your physical realm environment, is mirroring back to you that which you expect. So something as innocuous as a pen, a piece of paper, anything, something that seems like it might have no real quote unquote significant meaning because it doesn't have the same sentient consciousness as, let's say, someone in a human suit, don't think that that's just an irrelevant item. And believe me, I have tried this many times over the years with my own experiments. I have gotten different things such as electronics or appliances, things like that, to work for me when I have viewed them in a positive light. So this can go for anything in your experience. This can go from something as simple as a pen, a pencil, to something as elaborate as an automobile. So if you purchase an automobile and you expect that that automobile is going to suit you well and going to get you swiftly and smoothly from point A to point B, that is going to be the experience that you will have in your physical realm environment. So remember, whenever you are projecting, because in a human suit the consciousness projects and creates the own reality as it maneuvers along the third dimensional plane, what's going to happen is that even the inanimate objects, seemingly inanimate objects, are going to line up as well as the sentient beings to show to you what exactly is going on with you on the inside. So that's what I got for you today. Remember, everything is of equal importance in your physical realm experience, because they are all extensions of you. They are extensions of the all, mirroring back to you that which you are expressing and expecting to see on the inside. As within, so without; as above, so below. You get the idea. I am Oculus, the alien next door, and we will chit chat again soon.